the beat so slow. Making love to the beat, girl, it sounds so slow. I'm in fuck with a G, girl, you already know.
Yo, we back again. Word 'em up. Yo, son, we gonna take a little trip up to Maryland, feel me? Shout out to my sister, yo. You haven't heard lately, I drop a verse daily. I'm about to lay the rose petals for boxing first lady. Ask Cash, she not in it for a cash grab. She passionate when she speaking and make the crabs mad. Axie's Corner got the news for the boxing heads. Whether you ball, rockin' waves, or you got the dreads. Cowboys bummy, nose runny, ain't nothing funny. These little dummies will sell their own mommy for insurance money. Tuning in on weekends, my favorite getaway. Giving you the boxing analogy every Saturday. Plus she got a hyperlink, so if you got a dime, spend some time and go to bonfire.com/store/love-in-sports, and you can lurk, hit the search, you could get a shirt. If you ain't learned by now, you never will. She got the clever skills where the sneakers are in high heels. All the cats boring now, they was boring then. There's no defeating the Ashley's like a media. With knowledge like a thesaurus, encyclopedia. Them other lame channels remedial, make me sleepier. I tried to warn you, if I say again, your ass are gonna. Y'all informants, get the hell away from Ashley's Corner. You lose a leg if you step a toe past the border. You might say you on the block, but this is Ashley's Corner. Word 'em up. Ash Cash. We in the building, son. Judah Ben. Tell a friend, yo. You might say you on the block, but this is Ashley's Corner.
What's good? What is good? What is good, man? I'm not even ready, but whatever. I'm not even ready, but whatever. Still to you, Cash Crypto in the building first. What is popping with you, Chief? What's good? What's happening, Chief? Still to you, all things. What is good? Yeah. Do what that man said and smash that like button. Salute to everybody that came in the building. Go ahead and support the channel by hitting that like button. Best way to support the channel is hit the like button. Actually, joining the channel is the best way to support the channel. Salute to you, Victor. What is good with you? Salute to you, King. What's popping with you? Tay, what is good with you, sir? Yeah, we about to talk about it. We need to talk. I wanted to ask a question. We're gonna talk about all these weight classes though, for real. Yeah. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Yeah, I ain't, yo. Suit to Warriors Boxing. What is good with you? Hope all is well. I'm seeing you in a little minute. I'm seeing you in a little minute. Hope all is well. Salute to you, Musically Zone. Talks boxing. Salute to you. Jam Marie is in the house. What's popping with you? What's good with you, sir? Now, as we know, we got this fight card coming up. We're gonna talk about this fight card real quick, but I want to starting by heavyweights. I want to talk about who's the best. Who's the best? Who's the worst in this here rap game? But those claim to be the best. But I want to talk about each weight class, starting from heavyweight, starting at the top, and who is the best in my opinion, why, and or who is the best versus the best in that weight class to figure out who is the best in that weight class, man. We're gonna get into it, but today we have Jerome Boots Ennis is going to be fighting Stanionis, as people say, stank on it. Man, listen, I really didn't see much of Stanionis fights. I heard a lot of people say, how he fights. A lot of people talked about it. I recently went back and watched what people say was his best fight. I went and watched it. Okay, he looks very sizable to be a welterweight. Let me just say that the dude looks Stanionis look pretty big to be fighting at 147. But problem is, if that's his best fight, and I take it, a lot of people that I take seriously told me that was his best fight. I can't remember who it was that I was watching him fight, but bruh, he is a very fan-friendly style. I like the way Stanionis fight, but bruh, he's staying right in front of you. Like it's not a lot of moving around. His defense isn't the best to be fighting toe to toe versus somebody like Boots. It's not like Boots have very fast hands. You know what I'm saying? Very fast hands, and for somebody like Stank on it to be standing there, trying to judge when to slip or when to hold the high guard, or and when to throw a certain punch to get at Boots, man. Like, and I know Karen did it, just like Karen put a good showing out for herself, but we didn't see Karen versus anybody for real before he fought Boots, and in between we didn't see him fight nobody for real. We seen Stanionis fight that guy that I can't remember what his name is, and bruh, I don't see how everybody's saying it. Like when I looked online to see what the betting odds was, bruh, Boots for the knockout is like plus 300 or something like that. I put money on that. I was like, word? Boots stopping Stank on it is like plus 200. For real. For somebody who don't know, I put money on that. Boots should be able to stop dude because he's standing directly in front. Like he get hit too much. And, I can get, everybody has an off night. Boots could have possibly had an off night versus Karen, thinking that Karen was going to come in there and fight a totally different way, which he did during the first fight. So on the rematch, he came in and fought totally different, standing in front of him the whole damn time practically. Like, I don't think Stank on it can. I don't think, seeing what I seen him fight that that one guy, ain't no way he goes 12 rounds with Boots. No way he goes 12 rounds with Boots. Bootev. Boots in the air, yeah. Boots. Bootev. That's the guy he fought. That's the guy he fought. Salute to you. That is the guy he fought. Yes. I was sick. I had a lot going on. But I work 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just don't have it in me to go live, and then I got sick. It was bad. But, I'm back full effect. Pulled straight back with his head on the line. Like, bro, and he got a big target, right? He got a big head. He has a big target. Like I thought the same about, I like Villa. I like Villa. I told people directly the day after the fight, yo, Villa and Boots is about to fight. People thought I was lunching. It was like, no, it's gonna be Villa and Speedy. No, no, it's not. So when they when they fought each other, I thought the same thing. I was like, yo, is this about to be a good fight? But he should stop Villa. Because Villa stand right in front of you. He like fighting just like Stanionis like to fight. And Stanionis got a problem with bending the fuck over. Like he fight like this. He make himself small when he fight. I just don't think he fast enough. You know what I'm saying? And for Boots is the same guy that had like what 15, 19 stoppages in a row or some shit. Like he was stopping everybody in the first, second round. What happened to that? It's the same weight class. Stanionis is a UK fighter. What have I always said about UK fighters? And Stanionis ain't a guy that fights strictly in the UK. He came over here for a fight or two, right? So, bruh, I don't think he should. I don't think he should last 12 rounds. That's why I put money on Boots for the knockout, and it's plus money. They don't think it's gonna happen. It's plus money on damn near every betting site. Not too much head movement at all. Stanionis is sturdy. Yes, he is. Yes, he should. Pick him apart. I don't know either. I chalk that up to him having a bad night. I think it was a hometown fight when he fought Karen. And I think he thought Karen was going to be moving around like the genius that he did the first fight, bro. You can't tell me nothing, bro. Karen's movements versus Boots the first fight was on a very high skill level, bro. It was like they had to prepare for that. You can't tell me that they was like, nah, he ain't gonna fight like that. He gonna stand in front of me the second fight. No, they went back and tried to prepare for a guy moving around the way he did the first fight. And when he got in there, it was something totally different. And he had a chin and he had okay defense. Like it was, I think it was a bad night for the hometown kid Boots. I think it was just a bad night for him. I think Stanionis, I don't think being a lucky shot, besides a lucky shot, I mean, Stanionis could lose to Karen, in my opinion. That's why I would love to see Karen fight other names, just like I would love to see Villa fight other names. Like I always like seeing the people that came out of nowhere and gave a good fight. Have them fight some other names, not just that one guy he lost to. You feel me? Yeah. Boost style all bad. In my opinion, yeah. I think Boost should stop him. I really do. I really think he should stop him. Yeah. For real, he should show out. He should show out. Like, and it's not like Stanionis is slick. Like he got a good guard. You know what I mean? It's pretty much it. Yo, thank you. Definitely appreciate you. Salute to you, Mr. Charming's in the house. Salute to you, Thomas Hill. What is popping with you? Thank you. Definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. Indeed, Boots right for the KO. I think it's gonna happen late too. But Thomas, tell him, like, bro, it's money on that. It's money on him for the KO. You don't even have to. If you put from round 8 to 10, that's probably like a plus 1,000. Real talk. Real talk. Look, you still got time. Pull something up. Still got time. Boots by UD. Okay, salute to you, Todd Swindle. I don't know that many people who's picking Stanionis to win the fight. They both better have a plan and stick to a plan to stick to. They better have a plan, or it's not going to be a good look. Oh no, I don't think when I said a lucky shot, I wasn't talking about Boots. I was talking about Stanionis versus Karen. Stanionis beating Karen is a lucky shot. Is the only way he's winning because he's not winning rounds. Not in my opinion. I think I got Karen beaten. Stink on it, in my opinion. Salute to you, Teach. Salute to you, Angry. What is good with you, D1? Salute to you. Who else is on this card? I forgot. Who else is on the card today? Do I have it already on here? No. I'm not comfortable putting anything on today's fight. Raymond Ford is fighting. I don't really know his name. I don't really know him like that, but he's an undefeated fighter. He looks a little taller than Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford's been talking like he's not even paying attention to his competition in front of him. He's talking about other and bigger names, bigger fish to fry. And it's good for him. Let's see if he can really pull it off. He's going to need to make a statement fight now that he moved up in weight. I mean, he's going to need to make a statement with this fight. Because the last guy he fought, I've never heard of for real. So he's going to have to make a statement with this fight that he got going on right now. Especially if he calling out the names that he calling out. He gonna have to do. He gonna have to show me something. Isn't somebody else good supposed to be fighting on this card? I'm not even sure. I don't even know. I don't think it's much of a card for real. For real. I heard Keyshawn Davis is really supposed to be fighting Edward De Los Santos in June. And I was going to say that it was going to be a good fight until I was informed that Edward De Los Santos has blood clots or something. Like he's sick or some shit. I already knew he blew up in between fights, you know what I'm saying? But if he's not his 100% self, it's hard to say that he's even going to look good in this fight, let alone win it. You know what I mean? And that's a damn shame. It seems like he hasn't had a fight since he shared the ring with Shakur Stevenson, because that wasn't a fight. Them two motherfuckers shared the ring together. That shit was not a fight. This was not a fight by far. Okay. Salute to you, Victor. Feel better, Suits. Boots ate a lot of weak lefts from Karen Stanionis. Got powerful lefts. That is a fact. Salute to you, Victor.
This is for the cool.
I think if Karen needed to, he don't really need to get hit by a stank on it like that. The way he fought Boots the first fight, for real. I think he can pull that out of his ass whenever he wants to, for real. I think so. Let me talk about Cash Crypto. Salute to you, PGH, big dog. Salute to you. I think it's gonna look real bad though if Keyshawn Davis wins in any fashion. Damn it, let alone stops or look good versus Edward De Los Santos. It looks bad for Shakur Stevenson, no matter how you slice it, and it's just all around bad look. You know what I mean? He's burning every bridge that he's had as far as promoters. Shakur Stevenson don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? He's talking bad about Turkey now. He already burned the Bob Arum Bridge. It seemed like he shitted on what PBC had to offer him. You know what I mean? You got pretty much Golden Girl Eddie Hearn right now. Eddie Hearn is playing into whatever hand Turkey wants to play in. So it's an all-around bad look for Shakur Stevenson. And I don't think he cares. I honestly don't. I think the man don't want to lose. I just think that he just care about his old living. In my honest opinion, I don't even care what he says anymore. The fact that it's been rumors around something that came out and then he had to admit to it. Now everything that he said to look a certain way and everything he's going to say in the future, I just don't believe it anymore. You know what I mean? Um, the man got two busted hands. Like period. He got busted hands, and he admitted to it because he had to. It's been shown on camera that he iced his hands. His hands look busted. His hands, he had surgery on his hands. You know what I'm saying? So he admitted to it that his hands are messed up. He also admitted to the fact that he's not going to fight Gervonta Davis until his hands are fixed. You know what I mean? And because of that reason, period, tells me that it was a lot of stuff that was said that just wasn't true in the past, and that's just not true right now, and that just probably won't be true in the future, especially after his uncle or grandfather from his own corner, whatever exactly who he is, to Shakur, said that his hands was messed up for the last 7 fights. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, so it's not just Gervonta Davis. It's certain fighters the man don't want to fight. It's been doing a very good job. I say Shakur Stevenson has been the luckiest fighter up till 2025 that we've seen in boxing history. All of us, like, he really had a lot of people thinking a lot of stuff that just wasn't true. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. A lot of stuff that just was not motherfucking true. And there's nowhere in the world that you could sit and convince somebody of something different that a fighter just came out and said. Okay? So along with all of that shit that's going on, yo, when what's his name? Keyshawn Davis walk up in this motherfucker and really fight Edward De Los Santos, because people don't know. People do not know, like I did not know, that he had this ailments or whatever, that he had blood clots and he's fat as hell or whatever. And him coming in this fight, however he looked in this fight, if he do get a win, it's going to look so bad on Shakur Stevenson. So I looked at the rankings, and he's still up there. He's still up there right now. And it seems like I think Keyshawn is ranked like number 8 or 9 in box rank. He's like ranked really, really, really low. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's supposed to fight Raymond Mortala, which is ranked like 6 or some shit, and get boosted all the way up. But it's gonna look so bad for this man. And that's like I said, I don't think he gives a shit, because he already know what it is. The man has been paid doing exactly whatever he wants in boxing. Like, believe that shit. Regardless of what anybody want to say, the people that he fought was not on his level. They've been champions. He's got titles. He's moved up. He's got titles, but they're not on his level. All of this shit has been easy work, to the point that he's been fighting and just saying shit, making people believe one thing, but just because he keeps winning, people keep saying the same shit. Like, people keep believing the shit. Like, bro, he need to live in his truth just like everybody else do, bro. You're a 12-round fighter. You're good at what you do. Just be that. Period. Just be that. Just be the 12-round fighter that you just good at that. Don't act like you're the A side versus everybody, because it's all about numbers. And if I can remember, Shakur Stevenson don't give a fuck about numbers, because you don't care about the fans. We are the numbers. When you tell us you don't care about the fans, you tell us that you don't care about the numbers. So you can't possibly be mad when you don't get certain things your way. That's why he's not getting these fights, because he wants his way. You're not going to get your way if you don't have the numbers. And you're biting all of these hands that's trying to feed you or already fed you. Bob, you hoard Bob. You called turkey. You said towel boys or whatever. They're going to take that shit however they take that shit. And he don't care. Like, the bottom line is that he don't give a shit. He don't care. Like, so all of this going back and forth about who's ducking and who's not ducking, yo, the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall. If he don't have it the way he want to have it, he ain't going to fight. And he don't care what nobody says or thinks about it. He's going to fight whoever he want to fight for how much he want to fight for. If that doesn't happen, that fight ain't going to happen. And he's going to say whatever he want to say and make people think whatever they want to think. This is deja vu over and over and over again. The only people that can have a problem with money is him and Devin. The people fighting them better not have a problem with their paycheck, bro. The people fighting him better not have a problem with shit that's in that contract. It's so much negotiating for somebody that don't want to fight, or somebody that, there's somebody that don't want to fight or don't like the numbers. Like, bro, you don't care about the fans, remember? Like, seriously, that shit go hand in hand. I know he was told not to say that shit and he didn't care. Like, bro, I'm telling you, it's like y'all having kids and don't want to beat their ass. They being bad, beat their ass. It just is what it is. He deserved that slap on the ass like everybody else. Don't think he don't, because he do. Whatever happens, happens. And he don't give a shit. He don't give a damn. I should say. Not a shit. A damn. Damn, what I missing here? Stanionis never see a punch he didn't want to eat. That's a fact. Yeah, I'm saying, I think he's going to stop him. He's going to stop because we got cash crypto on this joint again. If Karen can adjust and make a harder fight the second time, and Boots ain't adjust to KO Karen, I'm not convinced he is the goods yet. I don't think he has to be the goods to stop Karen, though, in my opinion. Jury's still out on Boots as far as top guy, elite fighter. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to every weight class and what's going on. You playing that ninja, no mind, never mind from this point forward. Salute to you, Just Do. What's good with you, cuzzo? Did look like they were on swole, but that being said, his skills are on point. And the most fighter is going to be behind us, the curve in the ring with him, in my opinion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We haven't seen. You got to be honest with yourself. If you haven't seen nobody that's been on this man's level in the ring with him, and he has hurt hands right now, who do you expect him to really be fighting? And he told you he's not going to fight certain people until he get his hands right. Like, we're going to be saying the same shit. We're going to be saying the same shit. Before he came to 135, I said that shit. I said the first person he should fight is Zepeda. The man don't got no problem going after fighters. He don't got no problem fighting. You understand me? But if he ain't ready, like if his hands ain't right, if he ain't ready, then he's going to want certain demands. He's going to buy his time until he is ready, period. Like, that's just how I'm saying it. He's not going to fight on nobody's time but his own. You understand me? And being that said it as a man, it's like, bruh, when I seen Zepeda, when I seen he was moving up, I said Zepeda should be his first fight. I should get all of my answers when he fights Zepeda. I thought he was going to wash Zepeda. Couldn't fight Zepeda. Couldn't fight a lot of people. But when Edward De Los Santos got in the ring, it was disappointment because of how it turned out. Like, that shit was whack. It was whack. And they get nothing answered. A salute to you, Victor. Definitely appreciate you in the super chat.
This is for the cool.
They both standing on his eyes for his swoop. Yeah, he beat the hell out of him. Yeah, boy. He's tough. He's tough. I gotta admit, the dude is tough. The dude is tough, yo. He's tough. He was getting good money at Top Rank because of the network deal. He ain't worth $3 plus million. Yeah, but I'm saying, dude, cash crypto facts. What I'm saying is about the $3 million is what I'm saying is that's a fact. It was $3 million. That's a fact. What I'm saying is because of that, it's like he ain't taking no less money. It's been too long he been getting that type of money. Like, that shit is not right. That shit is not happening. But since that treatment was issued in regards to his fight to win and fight, he's saying that if you're sticking and moving, we give him the W. He's gonna do it regardless if fans want to bang. That's what I'm saying. He don't care. Bottom line is he don't care. Doesn't care. It's all about the numbers. Regardless, like, seriously, you can't have your cake and eat it too. He's not Betty Crocker. He's not. He's not. He chose his side. Like, Stanionis, it's a lot of people that don't choose to do the dude that's undefeated just like him. They're undefeated just like him. They chose to do it a harder way. So they have the numbers. It's like I don't see the problem in that at all. Especially, and he doesn't either. That's the bottom line. The fans here to get with it. Shakur does not care. Y'all care. He does not care. He told us 1,000 times he doesn't care. He shows he doesn't care every fight. Like, why do y'all care? Y'all should not care. Because he doesn't. Like, all that shit, none of that shit matters because the bottom line is he doesn't have the numbers because he doesn't care about the fans. He shows it in every fight and he tells it to our face. What is it like, for real? Don't be mad at me either because that's exactly what that man said. That's exactly how he fights. Y'all, you just said it. Real talk. I'm just saying, I'm just going to be saying the same shit over and over again. That's all I'm saying. He didn't say one lie, I ain't mad. He said, F the fans, and we don't, I mean, I went to his fights. It is what it is. You think Boots get the stoppers tonight? Definitely. And it's a plus 200. It's probably more than 200, but when I did it, it was 200 or 300, something like that. Something like that. I threw that shit on a parlay. You better believe it. It's hard as hell betting on boxing because the odds be ass. Total ass cheeks. Them odds be like a minus 22,000, minus 1,000, 12,000, 1,200, minus all types of shit. Like, bro, ain't nobody trying to put all that motherfucker. I know you do, Mr. Charming. But I ain't nobody trying to put all that money on no goddamn fight. And the only time that you can really get money off of boxing is if you have like a 5-6 leg and you like bet all knockouts. You know what I'm saying? That way the odds can even out. But even then, on betting sites, they don't even let you do that. You can only bet the winner. You can't even bet the rounds, the style of the win, nothing. You can't bet a shit. Rounds 8 to 10K. Yeah, I believe that. I think Boots by late stoppage bet. And then a 12-round fight. The business is going to delegate how these boxers move. Negotiations. Yes, his career has been great. A lot of people from top ranked careers been bomb. You hear me? Applesauce. Bomb. I think Zepeda's an excellent match. Yes, that would have had a lot. It would have put Shakur on the map more. If that fight could have happened, his first fight at 135, like I wanted it to happen, man, I wanted to be in the building for that. I was gonna go see that shit. Like, I really think stylistically, Shakur at his best, it's a highlight fight. It's a highlighted fight for Shakur, in my honest opinion. That's just what I think. And because I seen fuck the second fight, Tevin Farmer in the first fight was enough for me to see. Me seeing that, I was like, yep, I was right. Shakur would have washed Zepeda, bro. I mean, a lot of people can think whatever they want. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. No disrespect to nobody. That's just my opinion. I think he would have watched Zepeda. Like, I honestly wanted that fight bad. Is that the way he fights and his style of fighting? If he didn't watch Zepeda, bro, I would have went live on his ass. But Shakur would have watched Zepeda, in my opinion. Really. Flying colors. I wanted to see that bad. Salute to you, Brian King. B. Fulton is in the house. What is popping with your AMCFSG is in the building. Yeah. What about Duncan Hines, though? What you talking about? What you talking about, pimping? Who's Duncan Hines? You talking about Devin, yo? Bro, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. George Padley, bro. George Padley got to fight again. That motherfucker got to fight, yo. He said he ain't being that electrician no more. He fighting. Oh, Roland Polanco's moving up to one. He moved up to 147, making noise. Let's get into it, because I'm not going to be live all night. I'm not going to be live all day, bro. Let's get into it. Man, ain't Betty Crocker, but at least he could be Duncan Hines. Yeah. You stupid. Salute to you, main biker. Main biker, you messed me up with that. Salute to you. Good day. Good day. Good day. I've been all right. I'm better. I'm a lot better. To pay the design for Shakur for real. Just to keep walking into those pillows. Man, Tevin Farmer was somebody that don't have no pop, and he dropped his ass. Even though Tevin Farmer been on some shit lately. I don't know what he on, but he on some shit that's making him have some pop. But we can talk about this, yo. I'll drop the link. We can talk about this. Hold on, man. Where's my phone? Hold on. All right. I'm gonna drop the link. We're gonna talk about these weight classes and who's the best in these weight classes real quick. See what's up with it. How do I do it? How do I do it? Okay, I got it. I got it. We're going to talk about a different topic before I get out of here, man. We're going to go through these weight classes one by one. I want everybody's participation. I'm going to drop this link, though. Damn it.
What you're seeing right now is an ultra-realistic.
David the Real Thomas, what is good with you, sir? Hello, hello. Definitely appreciate you coming in, sir. Oh, shit. Hold on. God damn it. Yeah. Got a fish tank, yo. I got a fish tank. Come up here, just do some eyes. Help me with the end of this. Not the end of this. It's gonna take a minute to say what I have to say. Salute to you. So what's good with you, Silver? What's popping with you? Well, if so then maybe there's hope for others looking to find their man strength after all. You funny as hell. What's good? What's good? What's good? Salute to Lamarcus Robinson. What's popping with you? The water level is a bit low, so the filter is dropping it from. I know. I put a little bit of water in it too before I got here. I mean, before I turned on this live, I just didn't keep doing that shit. So here I go. Yeah, there you are. What's popping with you, Justin?
What's going on, cuz? You hear me?
I'm chilling.
You can
Damn.
hear me?
Yeah, say something again.
You can hear me?
Yeah, you sick or you just woke up?
Nah, I'm kind of was losing my voice a little bit.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What
I'm good,
happened,
though.
Thomas Hill? You popped up and disappeared. Whatever. All right. I'm gonna start with heavyweight, y'all. I'm gonna say my piece.
Mhm.
Y'all Let me know what you think about it. Let me know your opinion. Let me know who you think is the best. I'm starting
Mm-hmm.
with heavyweight. Salute to you, Teach. Salute to you, Thomas Hill. What is good with y'all?
Salute,
Shoot,
salute.
man, everything good my way. I don't know about teach, but I got some connection issues, so that's why I popped off.
Okay. Okay. We good. We good.
What up,
Okay. The
Just Do?
angry casual fan says Stanionis is about to shock the world. There's one. I was looking for somebody that was going for stink on it. But okay, let's start with heavyweight. Start with heavyweight. In my opinion, I think the best is fighting the best if we get Daniel Dubois versus Ejit Cabial. I think that's the best fight in the best versus in heavyweight division. Ejit Cabial's 26-0 with 18 knockouts. He's ranked number third in the world. He's 32 years old, 6'3" with an 80-inch reach fighting out of Germany. But bro been pro for 14 years. Okay. Then you got Triple D. Daniel Dubois is 22-2, 21 knockouts. He's number two in the world, 27 years old, 6'5", with a 78-inch reach fighting out of London. Been pro for 8 years. What y'all think? I think them two are the best two fighters at heavyweight right now.
I'd have to agree. I mean, that's a fight I would definitely be down to see. The only fights, like for me, that really makes sense at the heavyweight level is the ones involving him, Usyk, Triple D, and I would throw. Uh, Really, that's it. I mean, I would like to see the Usyk Triple D matchup again because I thought that he got done dirty in that fight. I thought that that was a great punch. It was placed well, and it had him incapacitated for a good 15 to 20 seconds. And I think he was able to parlay that into like a 10-minute break and got his stuff together, and then it caused your boy Triple D to check out mentally, and that was the fight. But I think that Ajit Cabiel is the real deal. I think that Triple D is the real deal. And I think that it would definitely place them into the position where the winner should fight for the title. So I wouldn't be opposed to it. I welcome that fight. That's one I think was action packed too.
All right, hell yeah, definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Salute to you, TD Sports Talk. The Bronx in the building, yo. Just became a channel member. Definitely appreciate your support. Definitely appreciate you. Salute to you, Tyler Cunningham is in the building. Um, it's Thomas Hill, yeah. Hell yeah. I wanted to talk. I wanted to put Usyk in there, but he's like a clear number one guy. You know what I mean? I want to put some object. I want to be objective to the champions, to the number one guys. You feel me?
Mm.
Teach, just do.
Yeah. You saying the best heavyweights, right? You ain't want to include Usyk. You said.
Yeah, yeah,
I get why. I get what you mean because it's like he the obvious number one, right? I
right.
think low key, like you said, Daniel Dubois, man, he right there. I don't know if he number two, but he definitely within his top five range for sure. You know what I'm saying? He been counted out. The way he bounced back is crazy. He had the craziest, I think, bounce back road out of any heavyweight. You get me? See how he lost? He took a loss to Joe Joyce. That looked bad. You get what I'm saying? Bounce back, get in there with Usyk. We all see how that happened, and he lose there. That looked bad. So he was kind of counted out, and looked like people was, just about to forget about him, bro. But he got in there those back-to-back fights, man. Them big fights, beating Big Baby and Hergovich the way he did, onto his way to Joshua. That shit is undoubtedly, I think, some of the best wins out of any heavyweight. Like any
Yeah,
stretch, any few fight stretch. I don't think you could say nobody bounced back like that. That shit is crazy. I think he definitely a top guy, the heavyweight for sure.
yeah. What you think about the matchup, Daniel Dubois versus Ejit Cabial?
Ooh, man. That's not going a distance. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's some
That's not
slugging shit right there.
yeah. It's one of those. why I call it a 50-50 because it's heavyweight division. If Caviel can scrap, right? He's just making a hell of a name for himself. It's one of those fights, you get me or I get you. For me, I'm leaning towards Daniel Dubois. I really appreciate his bounce back. Like I'm a guy for that. That I really in support of somebody that could bounce back from some losses, more than one. And they were bad. So yeah, man, I would go with him. It's still a 50-50, but I lean towards Daniel Dubois because of the momentum and the experience he picked up along the way.
Yeah. So teach what you think about it, yo. Is that a main event fight?
Who's the main event fight? Sorry.
Triple D versus Ejit Cabial.
Yeah, that could definitely be a main event fight. Caballero, he proved himself, and I think that a lot of the fans like that guy right now. The way he dealt with Sanchez, the way he dealt with the Canadian dude from Top Rank, um, and the way he dealt with his last opponent, Zhang. So he's definitely, I mean, to me, like he should be a contender in my opinion. Um, and I love his style for sure. The way Daniel Dubois bounced back from the Joyce fight, as just mentioned, um, he's a name there for sure, and a lot of people they definitely want to see him fight. So Caballero Dubois definitely a main event that I would tune in to watch. I'm also definitely interested in Parker because Parker, I mean, he bounced back. He also bounced back, right? So, and I feel like he deserves a title shot. So, any main event with him in there, I mean, I would like to see as well. Um, and then another heavyweight that I'm interested in is Wardley. Like at first I didn't like him, but as more like the more I watch him, the more I liked him. He
Hmm.
comes to fight, and he's very serious. Um,
You know
so
his record.
hmm?
What's his record?
His record, I would have to look that up.
What's his name
But
again?
Wardley,
Wardley.
he
I
wasn't
Yeah,
believe he
Fabio.
undefeated with
Fabio
just the
Wardley.
draw, right? With
Yeah,
Fraser Clark,
Fabian
right?
Wardley. Oh, okay. I know. So
That's
that's
yeah,
the guy that
Cuzzo.
did the face off with
Yes,
Big Baby.
yeah. So he's fighting.
Oh, okay. The light skinned
yes.
guy with the bald
Remember
head.
the one that did Fraser Clark dirty, had his jaw looking like disconnected in the
Yeah,
corner?
yeah,
That's
He
yeah.
looked
him.
like
That's
the
Fabio
vampire
Ward.
on Blade.
So
What you say
obviously,
about Blade? What?
You remember
He
on
did.
Blade 2, the vampire that had to open up, hey, how you doing, mama? He had to open up the mouth. He could open up the mouth all the way off to the side. They
I
had
know
them
what you're
that
talking
that
about.
virus.
Yeah,
Had my
that's
man
how he
jaw
had his
hanging to the
jaw hanging.
side like that.
Yeah,
Damn,
he had
yo.
him looking bad.
so
So
this,
that's who Big Baby fighting
yeah,
next.
Miller and Wardley, that's a fight that I'm definitely going to tune into because I really want to see
Hell
that.
yeah,
Like right now, the heavyweight man is on fire. To be honest, like I like
it's picking
Erskine.
up again. It's picking up again. It really is.
Yeah, yeah. Let's move on to 175 because I'm gonna skip cruiserweight. I don't really watch cruiserweight. I know a lot of people don't really watch cruiserweight. But we're gonna go right up to David Benavidez. I believe David Benavidez is the best fighter at 175 at light heavyweight. He's ranked second in the world right now, right under the guy that don't want to fight him, Bivol. That's his called Dimitri Bivol,
Mm.
and maybe him versus Art what's his name?
Better be.
Yeah, Better
Mm.
Biev,
Mm.
Baturbiev, whatever people
Better
say.
be.
Hmm. However you pronounce it, right?
Better
Hey,
Biev,
I know.
Baturbiev,
Bavard wife said better beef.
Better Biev.
Wolverine.
Yeah, so his Better Biev's record is 21-1 right now. He has 20 knockouts. He's 5'11 and a half with a 73 inch reach. Bruh is 40 years young, bruh. He's 40 years old. He's been pro
Hmm.
for 12 years, yo. David Benavidez, on the other hand, is 30-0, 24 knockouts, 12. He's been pro for 12 years, 28 years young. He's 6'2" with a 74.5-inch reach. He's fighting out of Arizona now. I'm saying him because, just like I said, Bivol, the number one guy, ranked number one guy, the guy with all the titles, do not want to fight this dude. He's straight up scared. In my opinion, I went the last time I went live, I said David Benavidez is the best fighter in boxing, period. Because everybody else's is either have um, a lot of lies cluttering their names, a lot of doubt cluttering their names, people saying bad stuff cluttering their names. But David Benavidez is all clean. He's all cleared. People don't want the person that's claimed the face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, has been ducking them for years for weight classes. He stepped up, shown once and twice and three times, thrice, and all types of stuff. He steps up every time. He fights the guy that nobody wants to fight. He fights the guy that seems to be a killer. He fights the guy that we want to see him fight. I think David Benavidez is the best boxer right now in 2025, and I don't think it's close, for real, for real. The people that want to fight him just too scared to fight him, and I think he earned that name, the Mexican Monster, and I definitely see it now. I had doubt when because I really like Morrell, but the way he did Morrell, the punches he took versus Morrell, that shit showed me a lot. I think David Benavidez is the best guy in the sport. I think he's the best guy at 175, but I definitely would like to see him against somebody at light heavyweight, and maybe that guy is Arthur Better BF. What y'all think?
Man, look, you spot on, man. It's hard to argue much of what you're saying. Like that dude really proved it the right way. He did it the right way, and the dope thing about him is you seen him take a couple of setbacks. You get me with the drugs outside the ring and the weight on the scale, losing the belts. He did all of that just to get it all right and position himself, like he was mentioning multiple times over, for a fight with Canelo. And he finally said, "The hell with it." Took his talents to 75 and went right for the guy that people was claiming he was ducking. This is why I hate that narrative, man. He went right for him. As a matter of fact, PBC had Jesse Hart lined up, and he said, "No, I want David Morrell." They said they want to see me fight him. That's what I want. And then he proceeded to go out there and get a young man a lesson. So and he beat Vospic before that. So and then positioned himself for Beeble. So I think with that situation, it's a little unfortunate. And I think Turkey Al Sheik influenced the decision that Beaver made a lot. I do, but Benavidez is right there. You either fight him now or later. It's gonna get worse. The last thing you want to be is an old champion fighting that dude. So you if the move was done to not fight him for conversation purposes, that's just not gonna do you no good if you're eventually gonna run into him. You get me? You want to get you better sooner than later. Sooner the better. I mean, he already dangerous.
Yeah.
To let that dude gain any more experience at the weight class, it's not. It's going to be bad for you. And I do think he's one of the best and most dangerous fighters in the sport. And he's driven, yo. He's hungry, and he's proving that shit. So it's not easy to support. One of my favorite guys to watch for sure. Benavidez.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. I agree with everything you said because of I think, man, and he's not even slept on. You can tell. You can tell. Like Canelo making up any and all types of reasons not to fight him. Teach.
Yeah. So, before Benavidez and Morrell got to 175, it was kind of one of those dead divisions. I mean, it was all right, but it was only like Bivol and Beterbiev there. Like that's it. Um, I mean, there are some notable names there that I like. I like Yard, and Callum Smith moved up. I like them too. So, but now that Benavides and Morel moved up, the division is a bit hotter right now. So I got there are numerous fights that I think I want to see. Like I want to see all those guys match up with like one another. Benavides, Morel. Well, they did it before. But yeah, Morrell, Yard, Callum. Yeah. So Benavides is supposed to fight Callum, I guess. That's the next fight they're working on. I love that fight since the Bivol fight didn't happen. You're getting the Bivol Beterbiev rematch, so I'm not mad at that. Just have to wait to see what Yard, is gonna do. And we still got Buatsi there. I mean, not a lot of people like him, but I think he's still
Yeah, I
good.
like both of them. I like Yard and Buatsi. I just think that I don't think neither one of them can come close to David.
And then when it comes to Benavides, man. So with Benavides, right? Like, man, I picked against this guy so many times. Like, I picked Plant to beat him. I picked Boo Boo to beat him. I picked, I think 2 other people to beat him. But the dude always proved me wrong, man. So at this point, it's like I'm not gonna bet against this guy anymore. Like Benavides is the truth. Um, he doesn't avoid fights. It's not like it's not like people are ducking him or anything. But the thing is, Benavides, he's the A side. He sends these guys contracts. He gets the fight. He got the Plant fight. He got the Boo Boo fight. He got the Morel fight. Um, Again, he moved up to 175. He beat, a Vazdik. So Benavides right now, he's just moving. I mean, he's moving the best right now, in my opinion. Like, whoever the fans want to see him fight, that's who he's going to fight. And that's what I respect about that guy. Hopefully, after the Bivol and Beterbiev fight, he gets one of those guys. And I think Benavides is going to go straight to the smoke. Like, he's not going to avoid any of those guys. And Morrell, Morrell is still a a runner up in that division, man. Like, the fight that he had with Benavides is the best fight of the year so far.
Facts.
That was a
That
competitive
looks good.
It was a competitive fight, but when I say competitive, I know Benavides won most of those rounds, but Morrell made it difficult, and you got to respect Morrell, man. Like, he's going to do some damage in that division for sure. It's going to be hard to beat him if it's not been like aside from Benavides.
Salute Mike Biggs, boxing is in the building. The gaming TV studios in the building. Salute to you, Darius the Great. Tay Tay, the real queen of MMA combat talk, is in the house. Salute to you, Queen. Salute to you, Shawana Allah. What's good with you, Thomas Hill, yo? Let me hear what you got on it.
I think pretty much what you guys touched on covers the gamut of everything. I think that Benavidez, if you don't like him, but you love boxing, then you love him. If you love everything about the spirit of boxing, then you love him. If you love everything about progress, then you love him because my man constantly is in that gym working on something. Like he's constantly adding to his craft. He's constantly adding to his bag of tools, and he puts them on display. I agree that if you got to call somebody the best fighter right now doing it, you would have to say him because not only is he getting better, and not only is he making fights that people rock with, he's performing in those fights. And I thought that the Morrell fight was a great fight. I thought that Morrell's inexperience showed a lot in that ring, but his talent is big. Where he has more talent, you could see the savvy and the just the little subtleties of Benavidez that just showed you how you can maneuver somebody that might even be more talented or more gifted than you. And that's why you can always see that there's a way for people who are more knowledgeable in the ring. They can win in a sport where it's physical. That being the case, man, I mean, I love his trajectory. I love what he's doing. If he were to fight Bevo, I think it would be a hell of a fight. I think it'd be a hell of a fight with better beef. I know that, like Just said, they're getting older. They're getting like sharp in the tooth, and you don't want to be in there with somebody whose motor is like that when you're getting older, because then you're gonna have to have a will power that's great, great, great. I think the division is in good hands. I think that there are a lot of marked opponents there, but right now he reigns supreme for the way that he's moving. I think that if you want to make the fight, you got to make the fight with him now because he's still relatively young and he's still working on his craft. I like the way he moves. I'm not. I much like Teach. I went against him with the plant fight. I thought that Morrell could do something to win the fight. I think Morrell learned from that fight, and he learned to respect the fact that even if I have gifts, I still got to hone them. And that's one thing that I will say about Benavidez. He hones his craft, and you got to respect that. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got to say. I mean, he is the truth. Can't hate him one way, shape, or form.
Yep. Um, I didn't think that he was all of that in the beginning. I could this is a nest of honesty. All of us are being honest. So
Hmm.
I really didn't
Talk
think
to
he
him,
was all of that.
Cuzzo.
Yeah, I really didn't think he was all of that either. I really did. Like, and he grew on me. Like everything he was doing was nice and all, but I'm like, man, he play around too much. He like getting hit too much, man. He like doing it, like man. But for real, like he's being entertaining. He's having fun in there. You know what I mean? I could
Yeah.
tell he's having fun, and
Hmm.
I gotta respect it, man. I think he's the best guy. But to be honest, I know people was mad when I said it, but I'm gonna say it again. Even if Bud fight Canelo and beat Canelo's ass, bro, you gotta beat David. David is the guy. He's still the guy over you. Canelo's not an undefeated dude. That's just how I look at it.
Hmm.
I think the guy is David. He's the best dude in the sport.
Hmm. Yeah, that'll be a mismatch. That'll be the first time Bud have been a true mismatch. It'll
But
be
yo, you
horrible.
you gotta see that, man. Yo, you gotta see
No, I
that,
get, I,
man.
I get what you
I
mean.
know
I get what you mean.
you know what they're gonna say, especially if he
Mm,
beat Canelo. Oh, Bud's the best at. No, he's not, bro.
right.
It's
They're gonna
David.
go nuts.
It's David.
Yeah.
David is the guy, man. But let's move on to 168, man. I'm gonna tell this right now. Canelo is not the best at 168. I don't know. He gotta fight
Mm,
other names, in my honest opinion. Now, I like
mm,
Diego Pachenko, but I really don't think he's ready. I don't think Diego Pachenko is ready for that type of competition. But I like him, okay? When it comes to Christian, what is his name? Mabili? Is
and
that, is
and
that how you say
and
it?
Billy.
M.
Yeah,
Billy.
Christian and Billy. Yeah.
Christian little billion out this joint. Little billion.
Mhm,
Little billionaire.
mhm,
In my opinion, he has too many wins, but not enough names on his record. You know what I mean? But
mhm,
he is up there, in my opinion. Somebody need to beat him because he's an undefeated fighter with a lot of fights, a lot of wins. But I like Alicia Iglesias. I like him, bro. I like him a lot. And
mhm,
maybe he might be the one to fight Canelo for all and win, in my opinion, yo. He's only 13-0 with 12 knockouts. He's number fourth in the world. He's only been pro for 6 years, young, 27 years old. He's a southpaw though, 6'2" and a
mhm,
half, Cuban, okay?
mhm,
Is the guy to beat, in my opinion. I think he's one of the best guys next to M. Billy. I think I will watch both of them clash it out. Clash it out
mhm,
for a fight at Canelo. I think that will be one of the best fights at 168 to make for a build-up Canelo fight. Okay, M. Billy right now is 28-0 with 23 knockouts. He's ranked number 2 in the world. He's been pro for 9 years. He's 29 years old. He's only 5'8" and a half with a 72-inch reach, though. What y'all think about that?
Nah, he thinks it's his shit. He mean as hell. You know, it's funny. He remind me. I ain't saying he fight like him, but you know who his temperament remind me of? Jai Opetaia. Them dudes really, really want to hurt you when they in there, and it's clear. And then that Iglesias kid, yeah. Yeah, I seen him fight like once or twice.
That man Hooks was so dangerous when I was watching
Bro.
this year.
Talk
I was like,
about leave him in the dirt. He be trying to make sure you don't exist no more, yo. He understand the assignment. He young, Cuban, but you notice something, cuz of those the Morels, those Cubans, they're not your typical Cuban that, box and move. Now they can, but them dudes be trying to hurt you. They want to be more entertaining on the front foot more. And he one of them ones, man. So I just feel like he'd be too dangerous, too much of a risk for Canelo. Canelo, for me now, I say he's the best there because two of the best moved out of there. I know Morel Young. I ain't gonna say he was the absolute best, but Benavidez for sure was. And he left up out of there, so kind of left a void. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like who really gonna challenge that dude? And I think anybody that we feel like is really gonna push him, he ain't gonna fight. He on his pre-retirement tour, right? Like he just, I'm gonna fight who I want. So I hope at some point he changed the narrative, but I doubt it. But Glacius, I'm with you, man. I think he one of the guys that beat the young guys. I think he gonna be, at the top of that division, given the opportunity.
hold up. Salute to you, 2 cents. Boxing is in the house. What is popping with you, Queen?
What's going on? What's going
Shout out
on?
to
Oh,
Two Cent.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I just seen you live, seen you had the panel, and I hopped up here because I finally caught you.
All right, okay, bet. Yo, I'm gonna catch you up to speed. I'll catch you up to speed. We talking about first of all, I wanted to break down who was the best at every weight class. I started at heavyweight, and I brung up Daniel Dubois versus Egypt Cabial. I think that would show who's the best. You know what I mean? And have that fighter fight the champion. I think, and we all spoke about our feelings about heavyweight. Then I went to David Benavidez. I skipped cruiserweight. I went to David Benavidez and talked about 175 and how he was that guy, and that Bivol was scared of him. If the best fighter, the best would be him versus Beterbiev. And now we on Canelo. I said that he ain't the best at 168. I said I like David Pachenko, but I think he's not ready. I think Billy and Glacius was the fight to make. And I, said they spexing a little bit about it. What you got on it, Queen? What you
I
think
think
about
the
168?
heavyweight division. I think Bacoli got a shot to make some real noise, but I think he might have kind of played himself with that loss, that last minute fight he took with Parker, as far as tricking himself out the position to get the title. Um, I think Du Bois is cool though. I really like how he was able to come back and overcome all the he a quitter, he a this, he a that. I'm glad he was able to come back and overcome that. As far as 68, no, Canelo is no longer the best at 168. He might have been at one point, but nobody ever had an opportunity to prove themselves at the division because I mean, you don't really have to have the belt to quote unquote be considered the best,
True.
right? But nobody ever got an opportunity to get those belts because he held on to them, and that was my only thing with Canelo with those belts. As far as Bivol and Benavidez goes, I don't want to definitively say that Bivol ducked Benavidez because I really don't get that from Bivol. I think that he was really, whatever agreement he had with Turkey or whatever they had going on, I think that was a part of it. And I do think that the WBC and Turkey is beefing, and I think that was also a part of it. But I don't really want to say that he ducking Benavidez. I don't think so. And I also don't think they wanted Al to have control of all those belts. I think maybe that also could have been a part of it. But
Who do you think wins the fight? Who do you think is best at that division?
at 75,
You was just talking about 175.
um, I think it's too early to tell right now. I think
Who do you think the best fight and the best is? If you wanted to make one fight of the two best fighters, who do you think it is?
it would either
Good
be
question.
Benavidez, Bivol, or Benavidez and Beterbiev for real.
Yeah.
I
that's what
mean,
we were saying. Like, but one of
yeah,
Hmm.
them don't want to fight, and the other one is 40 years old.
yeah, right, right. But
So
that's what I mean, who else is at 75? I
I,
can't really say I
I
pay
think
attention to
Turkey
75
screwed us,
like that.
cuz I think he screwed us with that.
yeah,
I think
man.
he, yeah, I think he
Turkey,
stepped
Turkey
in and
messed
ruined a good fight.
Yeah, Turkey messed us up. Feelings don't belong in boxing, especially when you're a person of power. It's freaking irritating.
That's
But what do
why
you
I'm
think
kind
about
of
168? 2 cents. That's what we on right now. Then it's teaching Thomas Hill. We on 168.
okay. 168. I think
Yeah,
168 is a toss up. I think the division is heating up. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of competition.
yeah.
Pacheco, I think, is good, but I still think
He's too young.
he missing
Not
something
ready.
when I watch
You're not
him.
ready.
Yeah. Like he still need a little bit more time. He's pretty good though. Who else is 68?
Iglesias is what I was saying. Iglesias was a problem in Billy. Iglesias and
Iglesias
Billy
and
is the
Billy.
fight to make. Yeah.
Yeah. What about Plant? He's still in the mix.
Yeah. Didn't he just get up there? Or
He just fought
yeah,
McCumbee, right?
one way. Yeah, one fight there. Yeah.
I thought the fight between him and McCumbee was pretty good, even though McCumbie was coming off a long layoff, right?
Yeah.
Um,
It was a good fight.
I don't know. I got to see some more fights at 68 before I try to be like who's the best. But as far as the best fighting the best, I want to see Caleb Plant mix it up with some of those guys.
All right, hold on. Salute to you, TD Sports. The Bronx is in the building in the super chat. Definitely appreciate you.
This is for the cool.
Yo, Keith Colin is that guy, yo. He said he just won and proves the 5-0 with 5 KOs. Let's go. Definitely
Yes,
appreciate
he did. I
you
seen
telling
it.
us,
I
bro.
seen it. He punished dude real fast too.
Real
First round.
fast.
Yeah, I
It
watched it on
seems
Twitch.
like he punished everybody real fast, yo. We
Yeah,
just get it in real quick and leave.
I'm
What about
telling you.
Javier? Y'all ain't mentioned his name.
Ejit Cabiel?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
mentioned
yes,
Cam
I did.
Heavy.
Yes, I did. I said him at heavyweight. I said him and Daniel Dubois, in my opinion, is the best fight and the best to fight the champion at that weight class. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I like it. I like Jit a lot. Ever since he stopped my guy, nobody stops Big Bang Chinese Power. Nobody. He stopped.
Yeah. Big Bang in the mix too.
Way he
Big Bang
stopped
in
him.
the mix.
Yo, vicious. Him
I think
versus
it's a
Daniel
toss up at
Dubois is a pay per
heavyweight.
view fight, in my opinion. But that's just me.
It's a toss up
It's
at
worth. It's
heavyweight right now.
worthy.
And I will agree, but Coley can't be counted out. I think that he made a bad business decision, but hey, money is money. And when you're over in one of those countries, you know, you get some money, it stretches even longer. So if he got the money that he
I like
was,
Bacoli. I like
He
Bacoli.
did what Big Baby did with him. Took the opportunity, even though it probably wasn't the smartest move for different reasons, but very similar. And he just paid
for sure.
for it.
I think if Big Baby would have played his cards right and moved a little bit more strategic, he could have really put himself in a good position. But I don't think he just really wanted it like that, to be honest.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
probably had a little bit of playing boxing in there. Teach and Thomas Hill, you got anything to say about 165 before we move on? Salute to
Yeah,
you, Kadocious Mac of the South. What is popping with you, sir?
Oceans, Mac of the South. This is for the cool and you, my man. I agree with everything that was said. I do believe Plant is a major player in that division. I think Plant is a hell of a fighter. The only thing that really holds Plant back is his gas tank. It seems like as the fights wear longer, he starts to fade, and that's the only problem. His skill set is tremendous. I do believe that in Billy is a problem. Like, that boy just got that Shaka Zulu spirit, man, where you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna conquer everything. I just want something shiny. And I think that, you know, with that being the case, he fights with a different mindset than most. And Iglesias, I think ultimately, when it's all said and done, when you talk about physical aspects of the sport of boxing along with mindset, he possesses all of that. And on top of that, he's got a little bit of polish to his game at a young age. I think he is a major factor. So I think those are the three that the fight must take place with to determine, you know, who gets the chance to go out there and get in that ring with Canelo if Canelo would take him. But yeah, I like them those three.
Man, you think that about him, Billy Thomas?
I think and Billy got destruction on his mind. I think he's open, but he seems to take punches very well.
Yeah.
But when he delivers the punch, they don't seem to take it very well.
Hmm. I'm just gonna say like 168 is still one of the hottest divisions to me. Like with a lot of solid names. Obviously, we all mentioned them so far. We got Pacheco, we got Mbili, we got Mungia. Hey, Boo Boo is still there. I like Boo Boo. You got, I think Jamal is going to move up, so he's going to be there. I still like Maul. Hope his mental is all better right now. Plant is there. Osley, and Berlanga, man. I like Berlanga's skills. Um, um, Whatever he has going on social media, I don't agree with, but I like Berlanga's skills. But again, even with all that talent, I still think Canelo's the best at 168, and I just got to give him that because he beat Plant. I mean, he beat Mungia. He beat Berlanga. Some of the names I just called. And the next guy there to me is Pacheco right now. So I think the best fight in that division right now would be Canelo versus Pacheco. I heard what you guys said about Osley, and I mean that may be true, but I've only ever seen like two fights of his, so I don't have much of an opinion. What I've heard also was that at one point, I guess he beat Morel in the amateurs. I think I heard that, so that's all I know about him at this point. But yeah, I think Pacheco is that guy at 168, and him and Canelo would be the next biggest fight.
I
Okay,
think
okay.
Pacheco got no reason fighting Canelo right now. Maybe I'm tripping.
We're
Yo,
gonna
we
move
got
on. I
somebody
see
here
Puzzle
get clipped.
probably dropped off real quick. What you say? Say it again.
Well, I'm just saying that this Ennis versus Stanionis, that cat that's up in there, somebody got clipped him.
Hey Thomas, I want to say one more thing. In Billy's skill level, I would put it lower than Stanionis, but above Isaac Cruz. That's how I see M Billy right now.
Hmm.
I'm mad at that. I'm mad at that. I think that's what the ring is for. If
Yeah.
it's not like that, then the ring should tell a different story. You know what I'm saying? So I just
Yeah.
want to see the fights. That's where I've always been. Like I want to see the fights because we can have an opinion of things. I mean, hell, I didn't talk boxing. I didn't talk basketball, football. There are people who would never touch the hardwood court at a higher level tell me that, this person overrated, they ain't that good. But the people that's excelled at the game say, yo, this the baddest Mickey Fricker to ever touch the court.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I want to see what the ring tell me.
I mean, he's
And
a
it could
problem
be
for
right.
sure because he goes in there again, as you said, thinking about destruction. I
Yeah.
mean, he's definitely to me just a bit more polished than Isaac Cruz, but a little bit less polished than Stanionis. I mean, that's the best way that I could put it.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. That's fair. That's a fair opinion. There's some things that he do in the ring that you can cost you big time. I mean, he just has, he has heavyweight power almost, so to speak, and it can carry him in a fight where he's not doing too well and he gets to land a punch. That's always a game changer. Having that ability to punch, if you can land it, you can change the scope of a fight.
That's a
And he
fact.
hit you with he hit you with some haymakers. That is a
And
fact.
Billy, and the fact that his punches is like those them hooks, and he throw them shits wild, yo. When they hit you, he do got destruction on his mind. Let's move on. 160, yo. And I said like in 2023, like damn near 2 years ago, basically, I said Adams, Adonis. Well, yeah, Adonis. That's what his name is. I wanted to say, I asked for this fight anyway. I asked for Carlos Adamas to fight the currently ranked number one Xanaback. That's who I wanted to see. I thought them two was the best two fights at 160 at one point in time, and still to this day, I still feel like that. You know what I mean? Those are two of the best guys at 160. Um, hey,
What
can
about
you stop,
Laura?
little girl? What are you doing? Sorry, she threw me off like a mug. What you say too?
What about Laura?
Oh yeah, no. I'm not done. She threw me off. But I still feel like Xanaback and Carlos Adamas is like two of the best guys in at 160. But they have yet to beat the guy 31 3-3, 19 KOs. Lara. Lara's ranked number 2 in the world. He's been at 160 for a while. You know what I'm saying? But he's ranked number 2 at 160. He's been pro for 17 years, bruh. 17 years. The man is 42 years old. He's a southpaw, 5'9" with a 75-inch reach Cuban. Okay, he's been holding it down for a while, and he has one of the best resumes. His 3 losses is by Paul Williams, Canelo, and Jared Hurd is his 3 losses. But Carlos Adames is 24 1-1 with 18 knockouts. The man is a beast. He's ranked number 5 in the world. He's been pro for 11 years. He's 30 years old, 5'11", with a 73-inch reach Dominican. Janabek is 17-0 with 17 knockouts. And he's been pro for 10 years. He's 32 years old, 5'11" and a half with a 71-inch reach. So I've always I'll be forgetting about Laura. But when I sat and looked at the rankings and was looking at I was like, yo, nobody really fought Laura that's in the top 5 that's at that weight class, for real, for real. Like Laura's the one guy that's still sitting there. You know what I'm saying? He's not undefeated, but he's definitely a force at 160, and nobody wants to see him right now. So it's like, especially after doing what he did to Danny Garcia's ass. I think those 3, like, they need to fight each other. They need to mix it up. Like Carlos Adames and Zanabek, in my opinion, is 2 of the best fighters at the weight class, but neither one of them has fought Lara. And Lara's sitting right up there, ranked nice and pretty. What y'all think?
Yeah, I want to see maybe are they ducking Laura? Is Laura
Yo,
ducking
you
them?
don't hear
Like,
nothing
what is
about it, do
going
you?
on? I don't hear, because I thought
No.
at one point that Crawford was gonna go to 160 and fight Laura, and I was like, okay, that's an interesting fight. But then that didn't happen. Then I thought maybe Jermell would come back to 160 and fight Laura. Then that didn't happen. I was like, maybe Spencer go up there and fight Laura. That didn't happen because it seemed like nobody want to fight him in the division. So they pulled Danny Garcia out of retirement damn near to go fight him. So I don't know I don't know why he not trying to get the other belts. The other champions not trying to fight him. Turkey ain't trying to get him in Saudi. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either. I don't hear nothing about Laura. I didn't think Laura still fought until Danny called him out. I was like, damn, did Laura still around this joint fighting people? Laura old as a mug, bruh. Laura 42 years old, walk around this joint beating people up.
And they still won't fight him.
Oh my gosh, yo, because the thing is that, in my opinion, a lot of people think Janabek is like he's an okay fighter. Like, he's not all of that. When you look at his resume, he really don't have nobody on the joint. Like, Carlos Adames' resume is so much better than Janabek's. It's not even funny. And they're disrespecting Carlos Adames. He's now ranked under the person he just drawed with. What's his name? Hasim or whatever his name is. The guy. Yeah. He's ranked under him like 7 or something.
Wait. So he got dropped under him for the draw?
Yeah, for the draw. They try and disrespect him. Like, they need to. I need Carlos Adames to fight Janabek. I need him to get up in there and try to unify. I really do. I want him to get up in there and get that fight for real, for real. But I don't think nobody says Laura's name. That's why I thought he was retired. I didn't even think he fought anymore until he what's his name? Danny kept saying his name. I was like, Laura still fight, bro? Shit, like, he been holding down 160, I think, since 2020.
Danny thought it was sweet. He thought he was gonna catch him on layoff. He thought it was sweet.
Yeah, boy, he was what 40? He was 40 years old, beating the shit
And he
out of
might be older than that. You know, they say them Cubans be really older than what they saying.
Yo, that is the cut and most in shape 42 years old I ever seen. If he older than that, that's crazy.
He still look good though. So I
Yes,
mean, they aging him
so
out.
what y'all think? Y'all think Laura's the guy, pretty much, or is he still got to go through Carlos Adames?
For me, I think like 160 is like a division that I don't really care about. But it still has some names there, I guess. But I guess the fights that we want to see are pretty much only the champions. Why can't Adamas and Lara make that fight? Like they're with PBC, so that fight should be easy to make.
They don't even
So
say Laura's name, yo. Not at all. They don't whisper that man's name. And Shawan Allah, I heard that Xander Back is thinking about moving up trying to fight Canelo. I heard that shit.
so
Yeah, they
what?
were saying how he didn't want to fight any. My bad, teach. They were saying how he didn't want to fight any of the champions. He wanted to go up and fight Canelo, and I'm like, what do you mean you don't want to fight any of the champions?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't
at
know
this
he said he
point,
didn't want to fight none of the champions. I didn't know he said that. That's
I
ridiculous.
think at this point, like Adamas should just fight Lara to unify and just go after Janibek in the end. I don't think Janibek is all that, man. I think Lara and Adamas is better than him. I really don't like Janibek.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Janet back, yo. We can move on to 154 because it's clear it's Laura, man. Like I wanted to say that. Like Laura ain't doing nothing. Look, look, look. Salute to you, Robert Jenkins. What is good with you, sir?
Hey, God bless you all. It's been a while, Ashley. It's been a minute.
Salute to you.
Look,
Oh, what's up, Teach?
you
going
guys,
on.
you got something to say about 160 before we move down to 154?
That there's nobody there. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really know who's there. It's just Janovic, right?
It's Janet back. It's Carlos Adamas, and it's
Oh,
Laura.
okay.
Laura's at 160.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, it's just that's three good people. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully they fight each other. I
they
mean,
need to. They
most
need to.
definitely,
Moving to 154, yo. 154, in my opinion, is still loaded with some good names and some
most
talented
certainly.
fighters as well. I do not think Bud should be. I'm not saying he don't deserve it or not. But yeah, screw it. I don't think he should be number one at 154 because he only had one fight. That is the only reason. It's because the man only had one fight at 154. But Virgil Ortiz Jr. has been making much noise at 154 for me to ignore it. Okay, he beat Boychuk or whatever, however you say his name, and he beat that one guy that Bud beat to be number one, which is Majimov. He beat them both at 154. So, and all of us know Bud's moving up anyway. He's really not at 154 in my opinion. So, Virgil Ortiz is 23-0 right now, 21 knockouts. He's ranked number 3 at 154. He's been pro for 10 years. He's 27 years old, 5'10 with a 70-inch reach. He's fighting out of Dallas, and he is the guy to beat right now, in my opinion. He should fight the guy that destroyed Tim Tszyu, in my opinion, which is ranked number 2, Bakaram. More, I don't even know how you pronounce his name. His name is weird. But he's the guy that just beat up Tim Tszyu. He's ranked number 2. His record is 23-0 with 17 knockouts. He's been pro for 11 years. 32 years old, 5'11 and a half with a 74-inch reach. Fighting out of Russia, yo. Russia. What y'all think, y'all? I really think that that's like the last fight to make to, see who's really that guy at 154 is Virgil Ortiz and the guy that beat up Tim Tszyu. What y'all think?
I think 154 is the hottest division right now. I think it's a lot of smoke at 154. I think you can pretty much toss any two people together at 154 and it'll be a good fight. That is a good fight you mentioned. Bakram and who you just said? Bakram and Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah, background.
Is that how you say it? Bakram?
I have no
Bakram?
idea how to say that man's name. I
Bakram?
have no idea.
I
Salute to
think that's a good fight. I
Murtasaliev.
would love to. I would love to see Fandora go on an undisputed run. I know people don't like Fandora, but I don't really know why. He's not the best, greatest fighter, but he's a decent fighter, and his dimensions make him very tough to deal with. He do got like some holes he need to fix in his defense, but I think he's a tough fight for anybody at 54. Then you got Jamel Charlo returning back to 54, who is still the best at 54 in my opinion, because he left undisputed and nobody beat him for those belts. He was stripped of them. Um, I think
Real quick,
Terrence.
I don't want to cut you off, but I definitely don't want to forget what I was about to say because you just said that. I did not see him in the ranking at all, Queen. That's why I didn't put him in this. Maybe he's moving up or something. I have
Who?
no idea. Charlo was not in the ranking.
Well, I don't know if he like got to start over because he got
I
stripped
have
or
no
whatever. But
idea what's
I've
going
heard
on.
he's going back to 54, so I don't know. Um, okay, he not in the rankings. Who they got ranked up there?
Shoot, hold on, let me go back. Let me go back. I have to find it, Queen. Go ahead.
I want to see. I want to see Virgil. I want to see. Actually, want to see Crawford come back and mix it up with some of these guys. I think that would mix it up and make it interesting. I don't know if Spence coming back. He may come back. If he come back, cool. He can mix it up with some of those guys. And then you got, of course, you got Keith Thurman and all them, but they pretty much
Yeah,
just fighting for entertainment
you
at this
got
point.
Bud number one. You got Bakram two. Virgil Ortiz is three. Xander Zayas is four. Boachuk five. Number six is Keith Thurman. Number seven is Madrimov. Number eight is Fondor. Number nine is Tim Zoo. And number 10 is Charles Conwell for the top 10. This is Box Rex also.
You can throw any of them two together. I feel like it'll be a good fight.
Good fight, right?
But I do want to see Virgil Ortiz and what's his face, and I want to see Zayas and Fundora.
So with the 154 division,
hmm
um, probably the best division right now. Like you got a lot of talent there. Like the division is stacked. There's a lot of different styles in the division that you could match up. Um, and it's kind of unpredictable because nobody's like a clear number one. Like there are like tons of guys that could be number one. From Dora, who else is there? A lot of people like Jesus,
Yeah, it's
Bachman.
names. It's a lot of names. A lot of
So
talent.
we don't know who the clear number one is. Um, and we just gotta wait for these fights to happen. And I think they're gonna happen. In the division itself, man, I want to see Fundora versus. Oh, I can't believe I forgot Virgil, and you talked about him earlier. So
Yep.
Virgil's there too. So I mean, I want to see all these matchups, man. Like
Virgil, that guy, man, he looked great against two top fighters at that weight class.
Fundora against anybody would be good. Virgil against anybody would be good. You mentioned the Virgil and the what's his name again? The Bohachuk fight. That
Yeah.
was to some people that was kind of controversial. Some people thought Bohachuk won that fight. Some people thought it was a draw. Some people had Virgil winning. So Bohachuk is still good. Like he's still there. A lot of people like Jesus. So a lot of matchups in this division can be made, and they're pretty much going to be good. Thing is, a lot of these fights that we would want to see, PBC can definitely make happen because a few of them are under their name. I
Yeah.
also like the return of Keith Thurman, man.
Yeah.
Like I gotta call him 3 times right now because like he came back against what's his name Barrios.
yeah.
He came back against the last opponent he had right now, and he's about to do it again. So man, and I like the way how Keith Thurman talks, man. So hot
It's
division right
interesting.
now.
He'll always be a good talker. Always, yo. Let's move to welterweight. Yo. Boots is that guy, in my opinion, right now at 147. He fights Stanionis tonight, but that's a fight that all of us pretty much wanted. I think it's a good look. It's a pretty good fight for boxing and for the fans. But the fight the fight to make outside of Boots, outside of that fight, in my opinion, would be outside of the two forces of welterweight would be Ryan Garcia and Roland Polanco. It's a lot of fighters at 147. It's too many really good names to really bring up there, but I'm putting out these two for my obvious reason that both just moved up, but they will be hard to beat at 147 in my opinion. Roland Polanco is only 15-0. He has 10 knockouts. He's been pro for 6 years. He's 26 years old, 5'10", and he's ranked number 8th at welterweight right now. He's a Dominican. Ryan Garcia, he's only had one fight at the weight class as well. Ryan Garcia is 24-1 with 20 knockouts. He's ranked number 2. Okay, he's ranked number 2 at welterweight. He's been pro for 9 years. He's 26 years old. He's 5'8" and a half. which I think is bullshit. He looks taller than that, and he has a 70-inch reach. Roland already called out Brian Norman Jr. after his first fight. Brian Norman Jr. is the WBO champion. His ranking. I mean, well, his what is it? It's 27-0, I believe, with 21 knockouts, something like that. But I really think that welterweight has a lot of good fighters in it. Outside of Boots being that guy, I think the two wild cards is the two fighters that I would really like to see fight each other, and that would be Roland Polanco, which a lot of people probably don't know of right now. And he's a slick. So he's a very slick fighter. He's a brawler though. He got a very very hard hook. He's a very fan friendly type of fighter. He has a couple of names on his resume from him fighting at 140. And then you have Ryan Garcia, one of the flashiest left hooks in the business. You know what I'm saying? And being that he's fighting main event and without a title on a fight where Devin Haney's on the undercard. Like it's just I think it's one of the best fights to make outside of Boots. I think Boots versus everybody is probably the best fights to make. But besides going outside of Boots, I think Ryan Garcia being ranked number two is for a reason that they have a plan for Ryan Garcia, and that's probably going to be a fight that we see down the line, Boots versus Ryan Garcia. But I think Roland Pachanko, being that Brian Norman Jr. didn't say nothing about his call out, knowing that it's not an easy fight. And a lot of people don't like Pachanko. I mean, Roland Polanco because of his style of fighting. But it's just I think the man likes fighting. He likes being violent. I think it's a fan friendly type of style, and I think he'll be hard to beat. What y'all think about 147?
You want to go first?
Go ahead, teach.
Yeah, so 147 for me, think it became a mediocre weight class after Bud, Spence, Porter all left. So, but obviously the clear best guys there. I mean, they have the belt, so Stanionis, Barrios, Ennis, Brian Norman. So I think those are the guys to beat there. Um, but if you're talking about matchups, I'm glad that you brought up the Polanco because man, to me, that's like Polanco and Tiger Johnson, man. Those two, those two have to
Really?
fight
Tiger
because they,
Tiger just moved up to. I think he just had his first fight right at
yeah.
welterweight. He looked pretty good. He looked nice and healthy.
So
Looked
both
bigger.
guys were at 140. I think I think there was some buzz there, but not too much. With Polanco, he had his lows and his highs on top rank. Lately, I mean, he's on a high because he's doing a little bit better. And Tiger Johnson, stick to 147 because that last fight you had, it looked good. Like I didn't really like his fights at 140, but 147 to me is his weight class.
I can
Um,
agree. Well, I like this fight at 140, but I can agree that
mhm.
147 is his weight class.
And then so these are the two names that I want to bring up, and the fight that I wanted to see, and it was supposed to be in Pro Box. I'm not sure if it's happening now. I heard this person got injured. I may be wrong, but that's what I heard. So I wanted to see the Nicholas Flas and the Gabriel Mastrade fight. I think Nicholas is a good fighter at 147. A lot of people don't know him, but he's nice, and
I
he's
gotta
over
watch out
in
for
Puerto Rico.
that. Okay, you're a Puerto Rican fighter.
Mhm.
How about the other one, the other guy?
Gabriel Mastri, he's from Venezuela. I remember there was some controversy with this guy, with the Michael Fox,
Oh,
long
he
time
fought the
ago.
Michael Fox guy, and he
Yeah,
beat his. He Michael Fox beat him, and they gave him the win.
yeah, and he's
Oh,
also
okay,
the
I know.
last guy that Stanionis fought too.
Um,
Stanley Toussaint.
I think 147 can get interesting. You got Devin now there. Allegedly, I think he might be at 144 though. Like he fighting at a catch weight. I'm not sure if
You
he
heard
just
that
doing that for
man.
this fight. Huh?
He said, I said, you heard that man. He said he's not ever fighting that weight classes. No more weight.
He did say that. He did say
It's
that, but
all about
I've
catching.
heard
He
other things,
new
so I'm just trying
catchweight
to give
king,
him
please.
the benefit of the doubt. So they're saying he's only fighting this fight at 144 because his opponent wanted to do that. So we'll
Oh,
see
word?
if that's what I heard on the YouTube
Okay.
streets. So
Okay.
I just want to be objective. But we'll see if he do it the next fight. Um you got Boots. I would love to see Boots continue on his undisputed run. Even though I would prefer him to go to 54 with all the smoke, but if he want to continue to go on the undisputed run, cool, I guess. Um, I don't know. I want to just start seeing how 47 pan out because it's just slow right now because it's like a whole new guard. We waiting to come up and see who poke their
Yep.
head out as the superstars. We already got Ennis, and I know teachers like, oh well, the other best fighters in the division got the belts, but not necessarily. Like maybe the other best fighters in the division just haven't had their opportunity or shot at the belts yet. So that's
Who's
what
the
I'm looking to
champion?
see.
We
But
got
I want to see Ryan and Boots at 47 because I think that's a very interesting matchup.
who we got at who's the champions? Who at welterweight you have who is it? Who's the champions? You got Mario
Boots,
Barrios,
Stanionis, uh,
Stanionis,
and
Beats,
Norman.
Brian
Brian.
Norman. Okay. Yeah, it's that's gonna change. I can tell that's gonna
You
change.
feel me? You see what I'm saying? So I can't definitively be. You
Okay,
know how
time.
like when Porter was a champion, Spence was a champion. It wasn't like I don't know. We gotta see. Like you knew them was the champions of the division, right? Because they put in that work. They fought the people.
Yeah,
I mean, Barrio's cool, but he hasn't
I
really just
like
been looking too
Barrios.
sharp his last couple
I
fights.
like
Barrios
Barrios
made
too.
me a fan after that Tank fight, man. He showed a lot of heart, grit.
Yeah,
I like the style, yo. I like it. I like how
I like how
What
he did Ugas too.
What do y'all think about
yeah,
Barrios?
boy. I like that. What you say too?
Sorry. What did you guys think about Barrios' last fight? Because I thought Barrios won that fight.
He
Barrios'
did win
last
the
fight.
fight.
He
Yeah, it
won.
was a draw. It was a draw.
Oh, it was a
Who
draw.
did he
It
fight?
was a
Who did he
draw.
fight? I'm tripping.
Abel Ramos.
I
Oh
do remember
yeah,
that fight, and that's why I said he hasn't looked too hot like his last two fights.
yeah. I totally forgot about that fight.
I thought he won that fight, but
He
Yeah, I
still
think he
didn't.
won,
He
but
he
it wasn't
won.
a clear separation. He
Yeah.
let Abel into the fight. In my
At the
opinion,
end of the
he
fight,
should
it's
have.
like he gassed out or something.
Yeah,
he got
he
knocked
should
down
have won
too.
with a
So
little clearer.
yeah, Barrios got knocked down in that fight.
I had no
Yeah.
problem with the draw, but it looks like he's kind of like, what's going on? Like he going a little backwards.
140 is different. 140, in my opinion, still got way too many undefeated names to narrow it all down to one fight for real. For real, it was way too many names, way too many undefeated fighters. Super lightweight needs a tournament, in my opinion. They need a 140-pound tournament at that weight class would be fire.
Oh, you trying to narrow it down to one fight?
Nah, I can't. Even if I wanted to, I'm just saying. Like, so it's a lot of fighters on here. I mean, at 140, starting in a lower tier as far as ranking, like around rank number 10 and stuff. I would put Lidolfo. Is that how you pronounce his name? The guy that who just won a fight versus Elvis Rodriguez. Lindolfo, is that how you say his name?
Mhm.
That was 47. That was 40. Oh yeah, that was 40. Yeah,
Yeah, it's 40.
Lindolfo Delgado, I think.
Oh, yeah, it was 40.
Let's
Yeah,
call him Delgado.
Delgado. Yeah, that's his name. I would put him in there. He's 23-0 with 16 knockouts. I would put Ernesto Tito Mercado. I like him. He's 17-0 with 16 knockouts. And yeah, I still think Sierra Matias, Subriel Matias is still that guy, even with his losses. He's 22-2 with 22 knockouts, man. And before anybody talk about it, Devin is not at 140 pounds. Not y'all on the screen, but Devin is not at 140 no more. His last fight was at a catch weight. His next fight coming up is at a catch weight. And the number one guy is Teal right now as far as rankings. And Teal's about to fight Arnold Barbosa Jr. on the same damn card. So, and I think Teal has the WBO. Alberto Pulo has the WBC. Richardson Hitchin has the IBF, and Gary Antoine Russell has the WBA. How do y'all see 147? I mean 140 shaping up as far as the champions? Do y'all think in next year, by time next year, you think they still would be champions? Do you think it would change hands? And who do you think is coming up to be that guy at 140?
Oh, that kind of depends. When we talk about like the IBF, I know Hitchens is gonna fight Cambosos. So I mean, I think I have Hitchens in that fight, so he could possibly still have that belt until next year. But Subriel Matias, like he worked himself back up to be number one. So somebody's gonna have to fight him for that belt. I mean, he's gonna have to fight somebody for that belt.
I still think nobody wants to fight Matias. I still
Yeah.
feel
But you know how the IBF gets, like they're gonna mandate something, they're gonna order
it.
something. So and then you got Gary Russell. He's gonna be a hard guy to beat in the WBA right now. I mean, you still got some names there. A
Do
lot
you
of
think
people are.
if Gary Russell rematch Pulo, who you think will win? You think it'll be the same outcome?
Hmm. I mean, I don't have a problem with the rematch for sure. Because I thought Prayer won that fight.
Yeah,
Um,
me too.
so the way Gary boxed last time, I think it would be a better fight. Because if he's coming in there and he's throwing a lot of punches, and a lot of his punches were educated, he could
Yeah.
give Prayer some issues. So the Gary that fought last time, I think Gary could beat him. Um, but again, in that division, you got this Japanese guy Andy, who people seem to like. Um, then what's his name? Dalton Smith. I heard Eddie's trying to make that fight with Puello. So Puello's supposed to fight one of Eddie's guys, Dalton Smith. Um, and Teofimo's still there. I think I got Teofimo beating Barbosa. And the next guy in the division,
Me too.
I don't really care about that
Me
division,
too.
to be honest. But there's some good names still there. You know, Frank Martin, he moved up. So we will see how he does. I really like Jermaine Ortiz. Um, and one guy that fought on Pro Box, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Man, I thought he won, but he lost. Mike Juan Williams. So he fought on Pro Box, headline. I thought he won that fight, but they gave it to the other guy. His opponent was the last guy, I think. Maybe not the last guy, but Andy Cruz fought him, and Devin Haney also fought him.
Oh, I can't remember his name. I know who you're talking about. He's a totally different fighter since when Devin Haney fought him. He's a totally
Yeah,
different
he's better,
All right,
and
I'm gonna
he's
holler at
kind of
y'all. I gotta
tougher.
hop off real quick.
Okay, 2 cents. Definitely appreciate you for coming up on the panel, Queen.
I'm glad I caught you. Holler at you next time.
He's
Yeah, Moran, that's his name.
yeah,
Antonio
him,
Moran.
yeah.
Oh damn, my bad. I was coughing.
He gave Mike Juan a good fight. He did give him a good fight.
Shit. Now we're at 135. Now Tank beat everybody, but I know nobody. A lot of people don't really want to hear that. So a lot of people don't want to hear Tank beats everybody. So if you take Tank out, well, 135 is interesting, man. It is interesting if you get these guys fighting each other. You got Jihad, no Jahir Herrera. Is that his name?
Jadier, but it's
Send
Jadier
me a
if you
contract,
understand Spanish.
Javier Herrera. Send me a contract. I kill you. Send me a contract. Send me a contract, I kill you. Don't play with me. Send me a contract. Don't play with me, I kill you. I know baby. I kill you. That guy, 17 and 0 with 15 knockouts. You got him, you got Abdullah Mason, and these two are ranked right beside each other, Abdullah Mason and Herrera. Abdullah Mason is 18 and 0 with 16 knockouts. He's ranked right next to dude. Still, you still have Floyd Schofield at 18 and 0 with 12 knockouts. You got Raymond Mortala at 22 and 0 with 17 knockouts. That's and currently ranked higher than the champion Keyshawn Davis at 13 and 0 and 9 knockouts on BoxRec, and William Cepeda at 33 and 0 with 27 knockouts, and I mean him versus Shakur Stevenson, which is 23 and 0 with 11 knockouts, and you still got and what's the Vargas kid? I don't remember his name. One of them Vargas kids,
Like
you know,
Emiliano?
the good one that's at 140.
Yeah, he
No,
moved
he
up,
moved
right?
up, didn't
Yeah,
he? He moved
he
up to
moved up.
140.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't see his ass in the ranking because he moved up to 140. He's nice too, yo. I like him. The Vargas brother, but it's a lot of people at 135 for real, for real.
Yeah.
It's a lot of real good names that haven't fought each other. Everybody's Emiliano, that's his name. Shawan Allah. That's right, Queen. That's his name. It's a lot of you say he's a psycho, but I respect it. He wants to smoke. Yeah, yo. I like him though. I like the man's tenacity. You know what I'm saying? I like his heart for real. This is the last weight class I have because 130 is a little dry in my opinion. 126 is more entertaining than 130 pounds in my opinion right now. But I really just wanted to talk about 135 and all the talent that's there just waiting to get their old taken, man. There's so many people at 135 right now, and people just keep talking about the same 2-3 fighters, man. It's really a lot. It's really a lot more fighters at every single weight class for real. That's another reason why I did this, to open up y'all mind about the other. It's really a lot of talent in some of these weight classes. Got really, a top three fighters that's really not getting that much shine, even if they have a title or not. You feel me? And
Mhm.
for 135, man, you got Mason versus Herrera would be fire. Hold on, hold on. My bad. But what you think about 135?
Man, this is one of the divisions that is like raising a lot of people's, blood pressure right now on these YouTube streets. Yeah, but obviously we have the champions there. Shakur, Tank, Keyshawn, Lomachenko. I think you already know who I got. But aside from them, Andy Cruz is a person that I would want to see fight. I'm interested in the IBF too because Raymond and Zar Abdulev, they have to fight to get that number one position to fight Lomachenko. Um, Mason, I think he just moved up a couple of ranks at WBC, right? So
Yeah, he's high in two rankings, yo. He won the WBC and the WBO. He's high in both of them.
yeah, so he's in two sanctioning bodies right now. I mean, he has a lot of people he could pick from. Like I hope he picks like people above him. Like I don't care if it's like number 1 through 6 or 1 through 7. Like get one of those guys to fight. Um, who else is there? Edwin is gonna fight on Keyshawn. So I mean,
Yeah,
Edwin, he's still a runner. He's still a runner in that division.
yeah,
Um,
Raymond Moore, Tyler.
yeah, which we talked about. He's gonna have that IBF fight with Zar Abdulev. So yeah, there's still a lot of notable names in that division, and good fights that can be made. But again, this is like the diva division, man. Like I'm not sure we're getting
Yes, it is the diva division because everybody's so close to a money fight. Everybody's acting like divas. Like, bro, just come on now. And it's a lot of these youngins for real.
Mm.
Not even the people that's been around for a while. The people that's just coming in the weight class. They need to get on with it. In my opinion, Abdullah Mason should have had a step up fight of a name that somebody else already fought before. You feel me? He should have fought somebody's leftovers by now, and he hasn't. For real, for real.
I think he was supposed to fight. What's his name? Um, the last dude Zepeda fought, and Zepeda stopped him.
Last dude's a Peter fault.
Yeah. No. Aside from Tevin, the fight before Tevin.
Maxie
Maybe,
Hughes?
no, maybe the chat. Oh, not Maxi. The fight after that.
Damn, who
Who,
was
who, Chad, who was Mason supposed to fight? And he got injured.
hold
He
on.
also fought Isaac Cruz too. I can't believe his name is just slipping me right now.
I'm about to look up his record. I mean his resume so I can see. He fought Giovanni Cabrera.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, you're right. That is who he was supposed to fight. And I think he had a illness or injury or something, and Cabrera backed out of the fight.
But that's going to be his next fight. So that's the plan I heard.
That's
But
good too. Even though he fight weird as shit, he got like a very weird style, defense and offense. He's weird. But yeah, I think 130 is dry, in my opinion. 126, you got what's his name? I ain't even do nothing about 126, but I like Shushu. Shushu was on I forgot who was fighting. He was on somebody's undercard. Well, somebody's card, and they asked him, they was interviewing him, and he said he really don't respect. He can't respect it. He can't respect how all the champions don't want to fight him.
that was his last fight.
Hold on.
Fight
I think I still have it. I have recorded it. I know I recorded it. Or did I? Yes, I did. I know I recorded it. But Shushu called out all the boxers. I mean, all the champions. Last was it last Saturday?
I know he called out Fulton. Then they asked him about Espinosa.
Yeah, I'm tripping. It's on my IG. Hold on. Go right to my IG. Might be a little too. You okay? Top of it. Man, it's honestly it's because of these guys. They don't want to fight me. You know, these guys. They're putting out that my style might be a little too tough for them, and you know what I mean. It's just real like high risk, low reward. I get it, but I don't respect them. I can honestly care less. I want to fight the best. I want to fight the best, and let's get it on. You guys call yourselves champions. Let's see us test yourself. Like test yourself against a real dog. You know what I mean? I'm real young. I'm hungry. I want to get it on, and I feel like you guys, y'all some chumps, man. If y'all ain't trying to fight a guy like me, let me go back to this. Yo. That was his call out that he did during the interview. I respect it. I was like, okay, bruh. Okay, shit. You got shoot York out here calling all the champions at 126 some chumps.
I mean, he could definitely get a champion in Espinosa because he's on top rank. So that shouldn't be hard to make.
None of it. A lot of these fights we talked about on this channel, salute to you. A lot of these fights we talked about today can be made. You know what I mean? But it's just, do they want to please the fans? Do they want to challenge themselves? You know what I mean? That's pretty much the bottom line because all of these fighters has been great fighters. Salute to you, Teach. I'm glad you came up here. About to hit the 2 hour mark and get on up out of here.
All right.
Eat and do a little bit cleaning before I sit down and watch the. I think the undercard probably about to come on. I know the prelim started at 5:15 on the zone. Definitely appreciate you for coming up here, though, Teach.
I'm gonna get to that. And thanks for having me up, man. It was a good boxing conversation.
Sure, definitely appreciate you for
All
coming.
right. Have
Thank
a
you.
good one.
Salute to you, Crush. Salute to you. I'm finna get on up out here. Salute to the in the building. What's popping with you, sir? Definitely appreciate everybody for coming in here, man. I'm hot and everything. Hot as hell up in this joint. Salute to everybody that came in here, though. I see y'all next Saturday. Probably sometime before that because I don't have to go to work all week next week, yo. Salute to that. But peace out. Catch y'all on the flip side.
I'm working outside.
Penny X.